4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's very beautiful when standing leg controls the free leg. And remember, the standing leg work is rotation, outside or inside, out or in. Let's do exactly the same with the collecting foot for the forward walk. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And also it's very important to mention that as you rotate your standing thigh and collect the foot, the feeling is up. Try not to settle at that moment. Settling will happen a little bit later on the way out when you take off. So try to have that position high. Okay, so let's move on with the backward actions. So let's stay in this position so you can see more clearly. Now let's find our thighs when we're on the backward walk. So you can feel like this thigh can turn in, and it actually gives us spine traveling forward. And this thigh can open, and the spine travels back. In, out, in, out. And now as the thigh closing, notice how your free leg is opening, the thigh is opening, and it creates a beautiful foot turnout, same time. Closing, opening, closing, open. And now let's let pendulum to it. If we open your standing thigh, there is a pendulum change. If we're closing, there is also pendulum change. And also add diagonal stretch with the squeezing. Let's do it for the 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Let's do exactly the same on the other leg. So we're working our standing leg. So standing leg, opening, opening, opening with the diagonal stretch, closing, closing, closing. And because we're doing forward and back, there is also body rocking introduced. So your spine is never quiet. It's always traveling, always moving, always reaching somewhere. Let's do it for the 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how to collect leg when we're on the backward walk? So it's very simple. Every time you arrive on the backward walk, you want to arrive with the thigh closed. Now, as you opening that thigh, you'll see there will be hip pendulum change. And this leg already will start turning in. So make sure here, do not lose your foot. And as the standing leg opening, this leg closing, make sure the foot stays turned out. Not this way, but it stays turned out. So always resisting to that closing of the thigh motion, because you don't want to have feet like that. So let's do it for the 8 counts, collecting feet using standing leg. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Exactly the same on the other leg. And collecting leg. 1, 2, collect 3. And you see from here, if we want to point, we have to actually closing our thigh. And we close so much that this one is start opening, and then we have that tightness in here, which is very beautiful. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. Now, how to take a step when you're going backwards? So there is 2 ways to take a step. For example, if we're here, so we land on the closed thigh. Now we start opening the thigh, and that rotation of the standing leg, bring your free leg in. Now you have 2 choices. For a little bit advanced level, you're gonna start actually closing your thigh in and already start opening this thigh out as you land. So this is a little bit more advanced level. Or you can do more basic level. As you're opening the thigh, this leg comes in, and you keep that thigh open, keep that leg closed, and you basically place your heel in a closed thigh. So then as you travel, you have more safe position here, and then you start opening. But nowadays, there is a fashion to already opening this leg as you move back. So both steps are correct. Very often, if you have a lot of traveling, it's better to use opening of the thigh. So you have that reach, and for the last one, it's better to actually close your thigh, 4 and 1 and then continue. But it could be done differently. Okay, so that's how you use your standing leg and free leg. So let's do it slowly. Let's do a little bit this advanced level. So we opening